Welcome everybody to Catfish Weekly presented by Whiskerware Apparel. Today we have a special edition with Willie from the Mudbums. We're going to talk about a grand opening they got going up there at their new store. Willie, how's it going, buddy?
Going really well. It's going good. It's gotten really hot here, and the fishing has kind of slowed down a little bit, but as always, things are good.
Absolutely. Well, that fishing will pick up here once they get done with their family plans. You know how that works. Comes around every year.
Oh yeah, there's that time period where everybody hangs it up for a little bit, and then we'll get back after it once the females get off the nest.
Well, before we get into the other stuff, I don't believe that all those fish spawn. The smaller ones, I don't believe do. And I don't think that they all go on the nest at the same time. But sometimes it sure seems like that when it's, right in the heart of things. It makes it really tough to get some of them fish to go.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like the whitetail rut. You got some early ones, you got some late ones, but pretty much all happens during the same time. So yeah,
yep,
we'll keep after it.
That's a fact. Now, you got a pretty big event coming on up there, and why don't you tell us where it's at and what all is going to take place?
Yes, sir. Well, we are going to have a little seminar at our shop in town at the Mudbums Supply Shack, and John Spatafora, one of our bro staff, is going to come up and do a little seminar on bumping and reading the river, how to use your electronics while you're doing so. And then Boomer Wilson is going to come up. He's going to do a little bit of a presentation on anchoring and tactics for blue cats on the river and talk about some of the tactics that he uses. And then yours truly, my friend, you'll be there, and you're gonna do a little discussion on planer boards, if I believe that's correct.
That's correct.
Awesome. It'll be an action-packed morning full of great information. And really, it's just all about getting people together and sharing the information so that we can all be successful.
Absolutely. Now we're gonna be doing a live broadcast through Catfish Weekly. There, we're gonna have a lot of fun with that, and we're going to try and broadcast these seminars. Now, this is a new venture for us, so we'll just have to see how that works out. I see no reason why it won't work out really well, especially if we cut each one off at the end and start a new one up as we go forward. I think that'll work really well. But one of the things I want to talk about is what we're going to do after all this is over for a couple hours.
Well, when it's all over, we're going to hang out, and Crash is going to be cooking something up on the grill outside, and everybody's just going to be able to hang out and enjoy a little bit of the afternoon there. And then, that evening we got the ICATS tournament. There's a night tournament that day on the Sailorville Lake. So then that night, some of us will be fishing all night long.
Absolutely. And, when it comes to food, I'm all in for that. This doesn't matter where it is or what you're having. I'm going to be involved in that. And if everything works out right, we're going to try to fish that tournament and see how it goes. I'm excited about going up there. I've never been on that lake, and I know a lot of the people in that area, so that ought to be a lot of fun. This deal is going to put out a lot of quality information for a lot of people that don't know how some of the things that we do operate. So if people are interested in learning different ways to read the river or run their electronics or figure out how to bump or how to anchor correctly, or if they're interested in using planer boards, we're going to make all that stuff available to them, and they can ask all the questions to anybody they want to ask and try to get some quality answers.
Absolutely. And that's really what it's all about. And there's become so many different styles of going after these different species of catfish, from planer boards to bumping to anchoring, and it'll be a little bit of everything. So depending on what style of catfisherman you are, you'll be able to get a little bit of information to help you out in the long run. So
that's exactly right. And like you said, everybody does things a little bit differently. It doesn't mean that any one person's stuff is wrong, but if you're successful doing it one way and you share that with the next guy and he takes something from that and something from another guy that does it a different way, he can put together a plan that works specifically for him, and everything it will come together for you at some point, and then you're in.
Absolutely. So
now, I understand you guys have got some special things going on up there at the Spy Shack with specials and different things going on.
Yes, sir. So anybody that buys a rail splitter rod during the seminar or leading up to it currently right now and mentions John Spatafora's name, will be entered to fish with John. It's a non-guided trip. He's just going to take somebody out fishing, up to 2 people, and you can fish any location within 100 miles of Jefferson City, Missouri. So he'll go ahead and take you out. He'll provide all the gas, the drinks, and put some of his skills to the test and try to put you guys on some nice fish. And so that's going to be going on. We also have Mercury 20 horsepower tiller motor giveaway going on. You can sign up for that. That's through FCIS Insurance and Mercury Motors. And then we're going to have, I believe you're going to bring possibly a giveaway yourself.
I am. We are going to bring the Rig Wrap prize wheel up, and we're going to spin it a few times and try to give away some of these great gifts, prizes that our sponsors have give us. And that'll be a lot of fun in itself. And people can get free hooks or free hoodies or whatever from these different sponsors, and it's just a lot of fun.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then we'll have a few other small items to give away, but it's just going to be a good day. Everybody's going to be hanging out, lots of information, and a chance to win some cool stuff.
That's outstanding. Now, did I see on there correctly that you have specials like on Leatherman products and different things?
We've been running some monthly specials, and those will change. We'll do some announcements on exactly what those are going to be here coming up, leading up to the event.
Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, it sounds like a really great time for some people to get out and get some quality information, and they can get some free food if they need supplies and stuff. You guys have a ton of stuff right there in the store where they can get them. Hey, you get to see the Mudbums. That'll be a blast in itself.
Absolutely. I think just about every one of us will be there. Shiner might not be present, but I know the rest of us will probably be there, and it'll just be an all-around fun time with lots of information.
Oh yeah, it's always great to get together with you guys, and I really, we kind of been planning this for a little while, and I didn't tell anybody about it, but a few of the people that I knew up there that, they kept asking me about going to Red Rock and fishing that tournament. I said, you know what? I got something coming up for you guys, and once we get to where we can make this happen, I'll let you in on it. So all you guys that I talked to before, now you know that we're going to try to make that event. We're going to be up there with them guys, and we're going to have a great time. And if everything goes right, we're going to bring the old monster cat out and jump up there on that lake and try to put some fish in the boat. And it's going to be tough up there for me. Never been up there before. There's some guys up there that know how to fish that lake.
Oh yeah, yes sir. There's definitely some guys that put time in on that lake, and it does produce some nice fish. Last year, Johnny Coleman won it with I believe it was a 21-pound channel and a 14, and then he had the rest of his fish. So there's definitely some great channel cats in there. And last year there was a gentleman who caught a flathead. He was actually white bass fishing with spoons, and he hooked into a monster flathead. And by the measurements of the flathead, it would have been darn close to breaking the state record.
Wow.
But he released it. He CPR'd. He put the fish back, so that fish is swimming around. So there's definitely some nice fish in there, but it is a very tough lake to fish. Not a lot of structure. It's the channelized portion of the Des Moines River that's dammed up. So, but there's fish in there, and night tournaments on your favor. You won't be dealing with pleasure boaters. And last year we had a good turnout. iCats puts it on. They do a great job of running the tournament. And I think this year will be a little bit bigger, and it would be a great time as always.
Absolutely. Johnny and them guys work really hard at putting on a quality event, and I'm sure that will be no different. I'm really excited about being up there, and I know that Boomer will do his best, and Spat will, and they'll get you some quality information. Them guys got it going on kind of down there around Lake the Ozarks and out on the Missouri River, and for guys that need to know how to fish heavy current, that's a perfect time to get your questions answered, because them guys are on that Missouri River a lot.
Oh yes sir, yes sir. And it is a different ball game. You go from a 2 to 3 mile an hour current to a 4 plus. It changes the ball game quite a bit, and obviously you've got different types of structure on the Missouri River and the Mississippi than you do in some of these interior rivers that we're used to fishing. So it can definitely give some guys a little bit of a direction to go who are unfamiliar with that type of fishing.
Exactly. Now, I want to ask you a question about your lake up there. Right now, all the rivers around are on a real hard drop. That lake will not be affected by that. Is that correct?
They like to keep that lake pretty much at a normal pool, and I can't remember exactly what that is. I would have to guess the way things are going right now, everything's been dropping. We have got no rain in the forecast. I'm going to bet that's going to be pretty stable for the next couple of weeks, and which will put the fish in at least hopefully a patternable, you can be able to figure out what they're doing. But I don't foresee any major increase or decrease. I think it's going to stay pretty relative unless we get about a week's worth of rain and all that stuff starts coming down. So,
Okay, great. Um, do you have the information to tell everybody how they can find the supply shack?
if you get on our Facebook page, the Mudbums, there we put a post out there about the event. We also have our address and our phone number on our Facebook page. So if you get on our Facebook page and check it out, you'll be able to find it there. It's June 24th, and it's going to start at 10 o'clock in the morning, and we'll probably run, give or take, till about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
That sounds like a plan. Now, for this is open to the general public, so anybody that wants to show up is more than welcome to come up in there and get in on the good deals, watch the seminars, BS with everybody, and generally have a good time. So anybody that's in the area, even if you're not in the area, you can drive up there and be a part of it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, and there's no charge. This is open to the public. Come as you are. Come and have a good time and enjoy some great information and good people.
That's just wonderful. This kind of events like this is what we need more of throughout the states, and it takes a lot of work to put this on. You guys have been working pretty hard on this for a month or so.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. A lot of stuff goes on behind the scenes that people don't see, and we work pretty hard at it. So hopefully we have a good turnout and everybody has a good time, and we're going to try to continue to put things like this on to build the catfishing community so that we have a group of people that feel welcome, and also to share knowledge so that we're all, it really stinks when you go out and you're not successful, and the only way to get the information is from the people that know how to do it. And so
that's right.
That's what we'd like to provide, is the opportunity to get the information, to put yourself on some fish and have a successful trip.
Absolutely, and this is a great time. We're going to have a blast up there, Willie. I'm really looking forward to it. I think that I think you'll have a big crowd. I know that Boomer and I get together. There ain't no telling what's going to happen with Boomer. I've known Boomer for a while, and him and I are pretty good buds. So it might be interesting with two of us in one building.
It might be, and it ain't a very big building, so it's kind of wild in there.
It'll be a great time. I'm really looking forward to it. And anybody that needs any information, go to the Mudbums Facebook page. All the information you need to know is on there. If you can't find it, you can contact any one of them or send me a message, and I'll put you in contact with whatever you need so we can make this a big deal. It's going to be fun. Like I say, Cindy and I have been looking forward to it for a while, and I think we're all going to have a great time.
Absolutely. That's the goal.
All right, buddy. Listen, thanks so much for coming on the show with us. I know you probably got a lot to do, and I know the rest of them guys are working hard trying to get all their stuff done so we can make this happen. So we'll end it with that, and thanks a lot.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you having me on, and I look forward to having everybody out and having a great event.
That sounds wonderful, Willie. Thank you so much. Listen, guys, we'll see you Monday night on Catfish Weekly.